Hey Cancers, welcome to your reading for February. If you're new, welcome. Please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get all the messages I post each month. To my lovely loyal subscribers, welcome back guys. I'll leave information regarding what decks of cards I'm using in the description box, along with how to contact me for personal reading. So let's get it. For February, a little bit of different spread. Change is as good as the rest. Let's see what's going on with Cancers. Conflict and defeat. So Mercury retrograde is bringing you some headache here. Okay, let's see what's going on. Five of Swords there. It kind of feels like, everybody's moving up except for you, or everybody's getting what they desire except for you. Because I'm drawn to the people. Can you see them on the wall? Actually, they're your ancestors. And they're telling you, look, you can lean on us when you feel like this. We are beside you here. Of course, we face conflict and defeat in life, but that's how we grow. That's how we win. If there's no losses, there's no wins, right? So I feel like Mercury could be bringing some old challenges around again. But, really, you could focus on once your memory is brought back to that, focus that, okay, well, I'm still here and I'm still fighting. So it means I've still got this chance here. You may want to talk to somebody who refuses to talk to you there as well. And it's making you feel deflated, I feel, is more than defeated, I feel. Victory and success. There's a change coming, and it starts with positive thoughts, positive thinking, moving forward here. Really embrace it. This is as we move into your present here. This is the past, this is the present, but I'll read the energy for the planets for right now. This is the Six of Wands. It's saying, look, somebody will definitely be taking notice of you in this very near future and realize that actually they was the one who lost out here. Triumph, there you go, 5, 6, 7. You had to take it had to go this way because I guess was the order it was to go in, right? You had to take it one step at a time. You had to face the losses to feel the wins here. But overall, you are completing these very spiritual lessons. And it's the path you had to take. You might have even felt this isn't the path I wanted to take. It was wrong. I didn't want this approach. I wanted it differently. But this was the path you was meant to take, right? You were spiritually guided down or forced down this path. Because it kind of feels like I said, you didn't want to do things this way, but you're moving forward nonetheless towards victory even. So 7 of Cups reversed here. So do you know what I'm hearing? That song, no longer the fool who waits around, waiting for you to bring me down. So I feel like, although this is a card of confusion and the veil being lifted so that you get clarity here, I feel like this was somebody who could have not given you the information you required, somebody who either left you hanging or ghosted you, didn't give you the answers you received. At that time, you might have been acting from emotion. So they just ran away and, said, hey, it's a loss. I can't fix this situation. I don't even think they attempted to. They ran away, maybe even with another option with the 7 of Cups. Somebody could have been caught cheating here. Somebody who was in, it might have felt like a long-term relationship, but it might have actually been a short-term relationship overall, but you had this really deep connection. So it might be that you knew them in a past life, and that's why it felt like there's this deep connection and that we've been together a long time. So it could have been we was together a year, and it felt more like we was together forever. This was the love of my life here. But they was looking at other options. They lost. You wasn't the only one to lose. This was a lose-lose situation. I do get that. Here in the past, it shows a lose-lose situation for you two in this relationship, because they lost everything in this, everything, not everything that glitters is gold. Not everything in these cups is, the right choice. So it's like they made the wrong choice and picked the wrong person and ghosted you because they couldn't face that conflict. They didn't want to argue. They didn't want to answer questions here. So they ran for the hills. Let's see. King of Wands. Yep, they ran for the hills. This is somebody taking action and running off. I feel like it came from, if this is somebody who cheated on you in the past, I feel like it came...
How old was she?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that just scared me. Computer turning on. And it said, how old was she? I guess, they could have run off with somebody younger than you or even somebody older than you, and it made your ego sort of kick in, like, how could they leave me for somebody older? Right? Or somebody who you felt was maybe even less attractive than you. It happens, right? It's not that they lost because you're more attractive or they're more attractive. They lost because you guys had something real, something special. And now they're just left with the dream of what was. And so were you here. Well, this is the past. As we move down, this will move towards the present and the future. We'll see what's going on here. Six of Cups. So I feel like although they wanted to come back here, they may have not returned. This conflict and defeat card, they could have returned when Mercury went retrograde, but otherwise, or you could have even reached out to them and it just added more confusion to them. They didn't know who to pick between you. So they didn't take any action towards you here. Although this is a very strong soulmate connection. It's highly on their mind about coming back to you. They thought about it over and over. They even dreamed about it. I believe you felt this too, that eventually you would come together and sort this out here. The King of Wands is quite interesting here because it's showing that somebody who normally would take action, normally be chasing you, is sat down at their throne, resting on their laurels here. Like I said, for a few, some may have come back and it may have been during the retrograde and they didn't give up that third party. So there was still this conflict and defeat. There was still loss here. Eight of Pentacles. So either you or them decided, look, I'm going to focus on work and just making money. Some people could be arguing it with a partner. The third party could be the job, that, okay, you spend more time with your job than me. And that can be an indicator why the King of Wands here, because it is a general read, right? So it will be different for everybody. But here, look, it's saying you took the time to grow here. This sparked your growth in the past. And you had to learn to not be overly giving, to get up from this defeat and take action yourself. You may have taken action towards that person and confused why they are combative towards you, arguing with you, even blaming you, and there was the one to blame. And it's because they realized they lost out to here. They realized the connection they lost with you to the connection they got, it wasn't necessarily what they thought it was going to be with the Seven of Cups. With Seven of Cups, it's usually during Pisces season that, things can look one way and turn out to be another way. So that's kind of what happened there. They could have left you for somebody else, expected it to be one way, and it turned out to be another way. So let's see where we're at the present. Six of Swords. I feel you're still unable to move forward from this relationship. The Six of Swords is reversed. It's like your mind keeps getting dragged back to them. Every time you feel a little bit up, you kind of get dragged back. Just remember, like I said, Mercury is retrograde, so it might be that the planets are getting you to look at this unfinished business. It's not going to last. Nothing lasts. That's the only constant, is that nothing lasts. Everything always changes. So these negative thoughts need turning around here. When moving forward, it does take time. This isn't a speedboat, This does take time here. It might be that you wanted to travel or can't travel as well at this moment. You could have planned to travel to see somebody, and sort of plans fell through here in the present. Let's see. The Hierophant. Okay. This lesson from the past, there's still an attachment to you. You haven't overcome this spiritual lesson yet. Okay. You need to take care of your health and look at how you give back to humanity here, okay? It's okay, a lot of us go through these things where we're hurt and, we first need to take care of ourselves. Then we need to start looking at how to give back to humanity, how to help our fellow human beings on this quest. So it could be now that you're taking action towards a marriage here. So you may feel like, well, how come I haven't met somebody yet? And this path definitely seems a little bit slower in presence, I guess, because of, lockdown. What can we do, right? You're probably saying, how can I get out there? How can I date and mingle and things like that? That could be having an effect on your thoughts as well with the Six of Swords reversed there. So the divine saying here with the Hierophant, look at what you've learned. Take action to change these thoughts. That's usually the Strength card, plucking negative thoughts out of your mind. We all get like that. We can be doing great, and then one thing can drag us back and we can feel like, oh, I feel a bit down again. So remember, that's a natural process. We want to be able to start picking ourselves up and thinking positively again. Some people may feel like I'm starting to get lazy and things like that. It's okay, just get out in nature. The change of scenery and things like that will really help you out, especially if you are starting to think a little bit negative. Once we start getting our blood flowing, our endorphins flowing and stuff, then things will change here. The divine is saying, look, I got your back. You don't need to worry. You don't need to rush through this lesson. You don't need it. It's not a sprint, it's okay. The wheel, there you go. So we see in the present, major things going on behind the scenes for you guys. Major things are happening. And I think you might be feeling that there's no change in my circumstance. I keep going back to this one person, the thought of them, and they went off. So I'm the one who lost. Well, actually, you'll be the one here that ends up triumphant, as we can see down here. The one to have victory and success over these spiritual challenges and these spiritual lessons. Things will change. And that's what's going on now. There is a change coming huge with the wheel. In this soulmate connection with the Six of Cups above it. So I feel maybe at one time you couldn't travel to see each other or something was going on, but it might be that revisiting this person from your past, even a conversation about, maybe what happened in the relationship or whatever it is you want the conversation to be about. And then you'd be able to become unstuck here. That could turn things around, talking to them, getting things off your mind. The Three of Wands, yeah, this is your ships coming in. So the divine here is making moves that you can't see to make this happen for you here. We see the Eight of Pentacles, Three of Wands. So maybe you're focusing on work rather than love because your mind can't really move on. The situation isn't great to move on either with lockdown. So you might be saying, okay, I'm going to focus on work, on money. Don't forget to focus on yourself. And like I said, your health, your fitness and things like that. The Three of Wands it's coming. It's very, very close by here. So I feel you're going to start to very soon notice the change here. Okay, because this is the divine saying, okay, I'm going to make this happen now. It's time for this situation to be resolved one way or the other. It's coming here. Queen of Cups. So we see triumph. We see a love offer. We see you renewed, refreshed, stronger. Back to yourself here. Be careful with the Queen's energy, not to be overly giving, but very fruitful you are at giving love. I just wonder, are you the same at receiving love? Because next to it with the Triumph card, that although it says triumph, it is a seventh, so it is over these challenges, right? Remember not to try and rush things. I feel like you're getting back to yourself in the future here. You'll be able to give your love to somebody. once we learn to love ourselves, right? Because if we don't love ourselves, how are we going to love somebody else? And here it is. Somebody will take this offer, make this offer, take action to make this offer, to give you this love that you so desire here and so deserve. And I do believe you'll accept this offer because, you know, we see the transfer of the cup here. You just might be not sure who it is yet. So it might be that you're expecting somebody from your past, and actually after healing, somebody new comes in and you realize, okay, I get why it didn't work out with that person. I now get to see what this love is, and I'm actually the winner. It's hindsight here that we can see with the Hierophant, the Ace of Cups, because it's a committed offer. It's like a marriage made in heaven, if you like. Four of Pentacles, yeah, well, you'll build this home and foundation together here and hold on to one another, because if one person's just holding on, it's quite toxic, right? And this is why you keep getting dragged back, and this is why it has to be done slowly and not rushed, because this is going to be somebody, I feel here with the Hierophant, in the heart of the reading, a marriage, a home, somebody you build with the Four of Pentacles. So it's more of an understanding here that okay, I got to speak to somebody from my past and that changed my whole outlook. Or something happens with this person from the past here that changes your whole outlook, and you're like, okay, it's time for me to receive. It's time for me to receive. I've been given plenty. I need to receive. And that changes the whole energy and brings what you're desiring towards you, this love offer. The Strength card, it may be from a Leo. But here, this is what I was talking about with that Six of Swords. It's not that we start ascending and clear one spiritual lesson or only have one soulmate and then that's it for the rest of our life. We have multiple lessons. So learning to pick ourselves up and I call it, you know, pluck the negative thoughts out of our head like weeds out of a garden. It gives us that extra strength. It's like working on a muscle, right? We're getting stronger. And I believe somebody is working out here and getting stronger. We see the Eight of Pentacles, Three of Wands. So somebody could even be building their body of their dreams here. But again, you wouldn't have been able to reach this level of strength without this lesson. So it's kind of like feeling like a champion here, I guess, with the Strength card and the Triumph card mirroring each other. You feel amazing. You look amazing with the Queen of Cups energy. And receiving this love offer, I feel like you and this person will never let each other go. And it's better than what you had. It's just going to take some time and some steps to see it. Good luck, guys.